Okay, we're playing, Danielle. We're recording. Hey, people of the future. Hi. Yep. I finally did it, guys. I got Danielle on my show. It is a pre-record, so unfortunately we can't see you in the chat, but today's Monday. Danielle, you just got done doing a live stream on your show. Excellent job, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. So, today we're here for a very special reason. There's a very special reason why I invited my friend Danielle. Because okay, so a while back, right? I was just looking at the chats in my show, and there was a woman in there who said that Donnie's show, all of his topics and all the things that Donnie likes to talk about are so just man centric. Donnie
Uh-huh.
likes stuff that are just for guys, like video games and wrestling and martial arts. This is all just a very guy show, right? So, I
Okay.
mean, to fix that tonight, so I've made a topic that is especially geared towards my female audience. And that
Wow.
topic is going to be answering the question of who is the sexiest dude in K-pop.
Wow. So I'm honored to be here. Wow. So I
Yes.
will be judging the sexiest dude in K-pop. What an
Yes.
honor. I'll try my
And
hardest. Wow.
I
Well,
thought you
I'm
were
tough.
perfect.
I'm tough, Donnie. You must know that. So I
Yeah.
will look deep into it.
And we were talking during the I forgot when we were talking, but you told me that you had never heard of K-pop. You
No,
never watched K-pop.
no.
You don't know anything about K-pop.
I
So
swear
when
to
you
God,
said
I don't
that,
have idea about it.
when you said that, I was thinking, "Oh, Daniel's perfect.
So that means I'll really
Perfect."
judge by what
Yeah.
I see.
You're the perfect judge, okay? Cuz you have no opinion, no prejudice, nothing, right? Perfect.
No,
Okay.
no. Thank you.
So, these 3 men I'm about to show you today. Well, today we're going to watch 4 videos, all right? The 3 men that we're going
Mhm.
to have in question have been widely regarded by K-pop fans, women everywhere, and some men as the
Uh-huh.
sexiest men in all of K-pop. And
Oh,
these guys, I know that when they have concerts here in the United States, I've seen some of the concerts, like some of the footage. It's just filled with like screaming, like middle-aged white women just going nuts, right? Like throwing their underwear at them. It's crazy
hormones.
because it's two types of people at their concerts, right? It's like teenage girls and then middle-aged like American ladies. But all the middle-aged American ladies, they like push their way to the front.
Of
They start
course.
barking at these men. They start drooling.
Why do we
So
need kids there? Kids need to go home. It's
yeah,
us. We need to see the show. Come on.
so all 3 of these men are just have that reputation for being ridiculously sexy.
Uh-huh.
So Danielle is going to decide, folks, today of the 3 who is the king. Okay. So,
It's
are you
my
ready,
honor.
Danielle?
I'm ready. Let me see.
Okay. Let me introduce to you the first gentleman, okay? I'm going to show you his picture and introduce his
I'll
name.
write the notes. Let me see. I'm writing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's name is Wonho.
One hole.
Yeah. He's the hot body of the bunch. This guy like lives in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
He's always working out. So here's the reason why women find him sexy. Of course, he's got like this super. I mean, this guy lives in the gym. Look at him. This
Exactly. You can
picture of
see
him
the
actually
six
went
pack,
viral.
everything. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why people find him sexy is because he actually has a really strong work ethic. Most musicians, right? They'll
Yes.
work on their music, they work hard,
Mhm.
but this guy, I was like listening to one of his like interviews. His schedule is just crazy. It's just go to the gym, go to the studio, work on music, work on his dancing, go to the gym. And people like him because one, he's got a really strong work ethic and people respect that. But two, the guy also has like a very innocent personality. I mean,
Ah.
he still lives with his mom and his grandmother.
Oh, the ladies like that. So he's
Yeah.
really angel
Like
guy
he has a
with
very
his
he has a very
grandma and his
yeah.
mother. Okay,
And then when he
angelic.
makes appearances on shows, like, he has a very, like, innocent kind of behavior and personality,
Yeah.
but then when you
Okay.
watch his videos, okay.
The devil comes out.
And yeah, this one's in Korean, so I'm gonna try to turn on the subtitles. Let's see.
Mhm.
Subtitles English. Let's do English and normal quality. Let's do lower quality just because oh, okay. Danielle, you're gonna need to take a deep breath.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Okay,
Ready.
just prepare
I'm
yourself.
prepared. I'm prepared.
You might get some physical kind of reactions, so
I
just
never know. I'm ready. I
calm
have
down.
some water. I
Okay.
have some tea. Then
All right, we're ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
By the way, listen to these lyrics. So many girls, but just one lady.
Uh-huh.
Notice, Danielle, that this guy like never wears shirts. His shirt is like always open.
He's trying to give us
His
a six pack. Come
his
on.
six
I
pack
can see it. I
his
can
six
see
pack is
it.
always there.
There we go. The woman will go crazy about that. Yes.
Tell me all your desires. I'll bring them all to life for just one night. Look at these lyrics. They're crazy. It's like a seduction, Danielle.
Imagination.
Keep an open
Imagination.
mind, girl.
Going
That's what he's
on.
saying.
Yes.
The guys never wear shirts. Why does he
Oh,
keep?
come on, Donnie. Would you wear a shirt if you had body like that?
No. Now
There
look
you
at
go.
this. Now
There we
this is
go.
the only shirt. This is the only shirt he wears in this video that covers everything, but it's still like super tight. Even when he's fully covered, it's like he's not covered.
Because he has a perfect physique. That's why the women are so
Oh,
attracted to him.
look at that shirt. Look at this shirt, Danielle. Hold on.
Wow, that's quite. So that's what I'm
Look at.
telling you. The man is very confident. He's strong. He has
Mm-hmm.
a perfect physique. Why he needs to cover up? And the ladies will go crazy for him. It's just the way
I've
it is.
never, I've never seen a shirt like that, Danielle.
I
Could you
believe
imagine?
it.
Could you imagine like me or Tex wearing that kind of shirt?
You know what? You know what? I don't want to even go with that
Yeah.
imagination.
Look at his
I
shirt,
love the
Danielle.
girls
Look at this
very much,
shirt.
but
All right.
yeah, but that's a shirt. Yeah, that's a shirt.
Let's do the things we can't say. Like what kinds of things?
You know, use your imagination, don't.
He's like, don't you want something different? I'm like, what are you implying, sir?
It's a really girly song, making you think.
Yeah.
And look at the speedy cars, sexy cars, everything is there.
So sexy, Danielle. This man is so sexy.
Very sexy, so I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
women don't have a chance. Yeah.
Now you're saying the women are fighting at his concert. I'm not even.
They're going crazy.
There we go again.
Oh, yeah. Just,
He's like a doll. He's perfect.
yeah.
He's just like a Ken and Barbie doll. Perfect Ken doll.
Oh, by the way, Danielle, did you notice how the elevator was going up to the 1000th floor?
I saw that. I was like,
So there's a
imagine.
there's a double meaning to that. Actually,
Uh-huh.
the the reason in Korean, okay? In Korean language,
Okay.
the word for 1000 is chun.
Chun.
Chun. But the word
Okay.
for heaven in Korean is Cheongguk.
Jungkook. Okay. I'm
So when
learning
people say, yeah, guk means like nation, but the
Mhm.
idea is it's taking an elevator to heaven because, you know, one night with him is an elevator to heaven,
Heaven
right,
to heaven.
Danielle?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite amazing.
This guy never wears shirts.
I think you're jealous. I think
Not
you're
really. I
jealous.
mean, I don't want to. I mean, the way this guy works out every day, I mean, it's like a full-time job.
Exactly. Do you have time for that?
I don't have time for that. I wish I had time for that. I mean, that's not an excuse to not go to the gym, though. I need to start going back to the gym. I'm never going to look like that.
He's perfect. Wow.
Yeah.
That
So,
was a great video.
do you have any questions about Wonho before we move on to our contestant number
Well,
2?
I only have a one question, and
Sure.
that would be, how old is this guy? He's very young.
I think he's in like his late 20s, like 27,
That's what I
28,
thought
I
so.
believe.
There
Yeah.
you go.
He was one of those people that started off in a boy band but kind of went solo. But
That's what they all do.
when he was in the boy band, he was actually very thin, like not very muscular. But then when he
Well,
went
he was
solo,
a
he just
child, now he's a grown man. So
yeah,
all the ladies go after him. So when he comes to America and does do the show, the women go catty meow and they just catch him. So I get it. I
right.
understand. So if this is number one, I'm wondering what is
Okay.
number 2 and 3. Yeah.
All right. Now moving on to number 2.
Okay. What is the name?
Number 2, his name is Jackson Wang.
Jackson. Okay.
Now, here's a funny thing about Jackson Wang. He's
Mm-hmm.
actually not Korean. He's
Oh,
from Hong Kong.
okay.
But so the thing is, when he was he also joined a Korean boy band, moved to Korea, trained in Korea, studied and practiced in Korea. He can speak
Mm-hmm.
Korean and Cantonese, and he speaks perfect English. Like Wonho, this guy doesn't speak English at all. But Jackson, like when he speaks English, like all the songs are in English. He's very international. He's like the
International.
probably the most popular, most popular guy in like all of China. He's all over
Okay.
Korea, and then like, but a lot of his songs are very Western focused.
Western.
And
Okay.
if Be Kind is in the chat watching this, he is her favorite.
Oh, that
Yeah.
she was she was just listening to
Oh
my
yeah.
show. She's amazing. So he's her favorite. So
Yes.
I watch this Jackson dude now, and I will let you know, Be Kind,
Okay.
if he's the sexiest man ever.
So this video, Danielle, I think his video, this next one I'm going to show you, I think you'll appreciate because there's a bit of a paranormal side to this video. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
So basically, in China and Asia, they have the like Chinese version of like all the classic stories, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Cinderella in China and Korea and Japan, they have their own version of that. It's the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
story. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, all of those. Well,
Mm-hmm.
there's also a famous Chinese version of Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Romeo and Juliet. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone knows Romeo and Juliet. Okay.
Of course.
So you know how at the end of Romeo and Juliet die,
Yes.
right?
Tragically.
Tragically.
Yes. Yeah.
So this video is actually the story of Romeo and Juliet after they've died.
Oh.
So what you're gonna
Loving
see? Well, what you're going to see is it's going to show their graves, and then these
Oh.
4 Taoist priests, they come to the grave, and you'll see them doing a lot of like hand motions, right? In
Mm-hmm.
Asian mysticism, those are called mudras. I'm sure you already know,
Oh.
like in tantric
Yes,
yoga,
yes,
like
yes,
in
yes.
any kind of in Asian mysticism, any kind of incantation or ritual is done with hand signals. I know
Mm.
one. It's called the Kujian. It's a famous one. It's Ren, Pyo, Kyo, Sha,
Wow.
Kai, Jin, Ret, Za, Zen. You do that in order. It's supposed to drive negative spirits away. Like if you go into a haunted location, you do that, and
Yes.
they all kind of disperse.
Wow, I'm
That's a
excited now to
mudra.
see
Okay.
this video.
So in this video, these priests, they go up to Romeo's grave and they start doing a mudra, but this one is to summon his ghost. All right. So that's the idea of this video. Hold on.
But Donnie, the little bit of paranormal spirituality brings the sexiness up, so the ladies may love this.
Oh, you're gonna like this one, Danielle.
I'm telling you, let me see.
Okay. All right, we ready?
Ready?
So it's starting off at his grave.
Okay, you can see that.
By the way, are you hearing the sound okay? Is the sound coming out okay for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it's not coming out for me. I think it's my earbuds. So these are the priests, right? They're going up to his grave. And notice what they're doing with their hands.
So they're doing the mudra, like you said.
Yeah, they're doing the ritual to summon Romeo's ghost. See, they're in the circle. That's how Eastern mysticism works.
Wow.
And now the ghost rises from the grave. Oh, we don't need subtitles for this. He's singing in English.
Don't waste your love, just let it last. Cause once it's gone, it's never coming back. It's true, could you love me the same? Tell me what makes you stay. There's 100 ways to leave.
You notice how they're putting the armor on? That's the ghost becoming more physical. He's starting to manifest more.
There's 100 ways to leave a love, and I won't wait a minute longer. 100 ways to leave, but I'm the only one that you need.
I love the beat.
If you're ready, I will give my all.
Now they're going over to the grave of Juliet.
Oh, how exciting.
If I can love you good as no one's fault. Ooh, could you love me the same?
Oh, that's so romantic. So beautiful.
Now they're summoning her.
There's 100 ways to leave a love, leave a love, leave a love. 100 ways to leave a love, leave a love, leave a. There's 100 ways to leave a love, and I won't wait a minute longer. 100 ways to leave, but I'm the only one that you need.
Oh, she's beautiful. Look how beautiful she is. Oh. I love the outfit. So romantic and classic.
I'm the only one that you need. There's 100 ways to leave a love, leave a love, leave a love. 100 ways to leave a love, leave a love, leave a. There's 100 ways to leave a love, and I won't wait a minute longer. 100 ways to leave, but I'm the only one that you need.
Now they're going back into her grave together.
Oh, so touching.
I'm the only one that you need. I'm the only one that you need.
Oh,
all right.
This one is really emotional. I love the music. I love the beat. There was not that much of the shirt taking off, but I like.
Oh, he does sometimes.
Yeah, he's very showing the male strength and the male power when they were putting the armors on, and especially with the soldiers or the priests around him, that they were waking him up with mudra, and then two of them connecting is just like so romantic and so powerful. So I must say this was something that I really did enjoy in a different kind of way than the first video.
It's very different, right? Style is very
Yes,
different.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to move on to contestant number 3. All right. Now this guy is totally different from the other two. This one is DPR Ian. I think DPR is like the name of his record label. Okay. Now this guy's story is real interesting. So he's Korean, but he was actually born and raised in Australia.
Oh, in Australia.
He was born to a single mother. Basically what happened was, I think, so like, a lot of Koreans, they moved to Australia to study and to live abroad. And I believe that his mother was like this young, beautiful woman who married like this rich businessman, and they moved to Australia. She gave birth, and then he kind of abandoned them and moved back to Korea. So he was raised as like a single mother family, just him and his mom. Actually, no, I think he had like a brother or sister. But anyway, so he kind of had a rough life growing up. And he started off as a heavy metal guy in Australia.
Oh, interesting.
So he was a singer in heavy metal bands. The guy didn't speak Korean at the time. He only spoke English. But then one day he was visiting relatives in Korea, and someone discovered him, and they asked him to be in a boy band. He joins a boy band, but then he hates that life, and he goes off and starts his own kind of music, right?
Yeah.
But his style is very different, because this one, he's like the dark one. He's like the brooding one.
But
he's got all the tattoos.
Wait, I have to warn you, being a female, why Dracula always has all these most beautiful, sexiest women around him. Because females are also very attracted to the darkness. They like to see the man that is powerful, that is strong, all about, rules, and he's the one who can be basically almost like the master that they desire. This is just quite normal. That's why they always say, why do we see in all these sexy movies Dracula and having all these beautiful, sexy, gorgeous women? Because as much as he was dangerous, we must say he had the most beautiful woman around him. So I'm quite excited now to see this man. Having that blood in me, you never know. Maybe I'll be drawn to him the most. You never know. Anything is possible.
Yeah. So this guy's also like, everything's in English, because English is his first language, even though he does speak Korean. He speaks with a very heavy Australian accent. So that's another thing women like about him. He has a very sexy accent.
That's okay. I don't have any accent, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have any accent.
Yeah. When people talk about Danielle and they're like, oh, did you hear her accent? I'm like, what accent? Anyway. So
I want to go to the darkness. Let's see.
Okay, so this video is going to start with an Edgar Allan Poe quote. I was never insane except upon occasions when my heart was touched.
This is beautiful. Edgar Allan Poe had some of the most romantic things. Yeah.
Oh, here's the other thing about DPR Ian I forgot to mention, Danielle. Unlike the other two, he actually directed and edited the videos himself.
Oh, so that's a bonus.
So the other two, they just make the music, and then they have their team to make the video. This guy directs, and he even edited it. Like he would stay up all night and edit on it. So this guy like made everything by himself.
That's like a perfect. Okay, let's see it now. I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, he's like the dark one.
Don't waste your tears on somebody you can't even say. Lay down to the wall. It's see what the other side. The road will come. left my heart down in the basement, where all the ravens take their turns, picking out what's left of. I took you out of my existence, only to
You notice the Dracula imagery?
I was just going to say the outfit.
So what do you think so far? I got to pause it sometimes because I think the algorithms, they have to.
Yeah,
So
I think that he's quite unique. He's different. That's what I can
he's the
say.
opposite of Wanho. Because I
Yes,
think
and
Wanho,
also,
people like him because he's like very innocent and he's very like, he's the light, but this guy's like the darkness,
yeah. And what I can also say, he is very, not just that he's attractive, I think the way he presents himself with that darkness, it's almost like, come to me. So he reminds
Yeah.
me of my great great uncle. So quite sexy here, I must say that.
do you think we are really dreaming? Can someone tell me where I'm headed? Running ever soon. I took you out of
Man, there's so many women at his concerts, Danielle, who are like wearing like all black and black makeup, and they're just like so obsessed with this guy.
Make me go insane.
And he has very attractive tattoos. That's another thing. Female love that. They were like, wow, making him more kind of, something that is very sexy and making his body more appealing.
I left my heart down in the
He's also very open about his mental illness because he has bipolar disorder, but he's like very honest with like the audience, and he does live streams talking about mental health. So he's like very open and honest. Yeah.
There's never any shame in getting help and being open about something. People,
Yeah.
I deal with the mental illness and, with the patients, basically with the mental illness,
Right.
many of them, and with trauma, and the list goes on. So when I deal with them and when they accept where they are, this is where healing and the first steps
Mhm.
help.
Yeah.
That's what I respect about this gentleman.
Yeah, I kind of respect that about him because he's very
Yes.
honest, and he does like a lot of live streams with his fans, and
Good for
people
him.
open up to him. He opens up about his life and his struggles. So
So that's another thing that women will like. It's honesty.
yeah.
much it will take away.
So yeah, that's DPR Ian. Okay.
Like you can see, I had to have a little bit of coffee after that.
Okay, Danielle. Now, the moment of truth, the drum roll.
You're getting me now to sweat here. What do I need to decide here? They're all so good looking. So yeah.
Okay, so give me your results in order: first, second, and third.
Okay, I knew.
How about this? Let's start with third. Who was the least sexy of the three?
I know you're gonna be shocked when I say this. Is
Okay.
Wonho.
Wonho was the least sexy.
Yes.
Okay. He was trying a little too hard that video.
And not only that, I'll tell you why. He is a
Okay.
sexy and beautiful young man. There's nothing wrong with a beautiful young man. But to me, he looks a little bit narcissistic. It's all about me and my body, and look at me, and look at me, and look at me. There's not too much there of something that will constantly, bring me to that connection. I need to see some brain. I need to see also, something else except your six pack. So that's what I'm saying. But coming to the body, I'm saying the gentleman is very handsome, very, appealing, of course, but a little bit narcissistic and like I'm in love with myself. But I am not saying that he's a bad looking, but
this guy's number 3.
Number 3, yes.
Okay. All right. Danielle has decided Wonho is number 3. Okay, Danielle, give us your choice for 1 and 2.
For number 2, I will put DPR.
Okay.
The reason why
Hmm.
there is some of his energy that kind of did attract me to him, but
Hmm.
also some of the other things that I didn't like that too much about it. It's like he needed to show himself a little bit more. You know what
Okay.
I mean? So I love the honesty. I love that
Hmm.
he is, how should I say, more open about everything,
Hmm.
what he's struggling with, and my heart goes out to him. And I also think that's what females also like, they
Hmm.
want to be that nurturer, they want to love him and protect him, and he's honest. But the one that I really can say it's number 1 is Jackson. And the reason why this
Hmm.
gentleman is very sexy, very attractive, has all of that. He has a physique, he has mental appearance, psychology, the movement, everything that I think every lady would like. He has that protector figure, he's there
Yeah.
protecting her. They're coming. Maybe it's my spirituality too. They're connected even after the death because I believe in life after the death. You know that. So to me, I'll say this man carries the entire package.
Okay, you've decided Jackson Wang is number 1. Actually, a little fun fact: Jackson Wang and DPR Ian are actually good friends with each other.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
so
believe they trained together. Okay, folks, it's been decided. Jackson Wang is our winner. And here comes the 4th video, Danielle. This is going to be my personal favorite
do
Jackson
I need
Wang
some
video.
water here or something to get
Oh,
ready?
this one's a doozy.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
hold
see
on.
it.
Okay, so let me explain this video real quick before we
Ah,
begin. Okay, so the idea of this video is like, you know how people they get into a relationship and then this like, okay, say I'm a guy and I meet this girl, fall in love, and then she breaks my heart, right? That is kind of like she took a
oh,
piece of
that
your
sucks.
soul,
It happens every
right?
day.
But it happens to everybody, right?
Oh,
But it's like she took a piece of your soul.
exactly.
And then what do most men do? They cry about it. Oh, she took a piece of me away. But what do? They try to go on the rebound. They meet a couple other
Mhm.
women, but then they still are thinking about the girl who broke their heart. So they break the other girl's heart. They take a piece of their
Oh,
soul, right?
it's a
So then
circle.
after, right. But then after he takes enough of these other women's souls, he feels like now he has the power to confront the woman who broke his heart
Oh,
because he's basically like absorbing their soul, right? So that he could get back at the girl that
yeah.
took his soul. So,
Wow.
okay. So that's the premise of this video. Hold on. Are you
Interesting.
ready? This one's a
Yes,
doozy,
I
Danielle.
am.
So yeah,
That's
it's
a
been
great
decided.
video. I
Jackson
love that
Wang.
one.
Oh, Danielle, you should check out some of
Bravo.
his other ones. If you just go on YouTube, if you want
I
to, he's got
will.
a whole bunch of really good videos. Yeah, if you look up Jackson Wang on YouTube, all of his videos are bangers. So I
Okay,
just showed
now
you
I
two,
have the
but he's got
notes
a
that I
bunch.
made
Yeah.
so I know where to look, because I didn't know about these wonderful people. 3 of them are all, I must say, first of all, wonderful talents. They can sing, they can
Yes.
entertain. And of course, having some physical appearance adds to
Mm-hmm.
that, and then having some psyche that I say and some vibes that will attract people is just like icing on a cake. So all of them are fantastic, but Jackson is really being my number 1, and I think many ladies in the audience will agree
Yeah.
with me. It's just like
He
that, just like that power that he brings to the stage. So now you're making me think. My mind is all
yeah.
over the place. So I
I mean, Be
I'm
Kind said that he's her favorite. My sister-in-law, she's like, "Oh yeah, Jackson Wang. He's the one.
There you go. My
He's the
favorite
one."
too. So I'm telling you, the man is not always, some people go like when we talk about one who is really physically fit, like we're
Mhm.
saying, but it's not
Yeah.
always just about physically fit.
Yeah.
Well, we have in Jackson that physically fit, and then we have that psyche and that appearance, and then his personality, and then we have DPR, and he's somebody, like I can say, who has more of that honesty and that, if I can say, that darkness that brings like all of that, mysticism and everything that you want to have with a
Hmm.
man of the darkness, like all this
Yeah.
drama and love stories that we see in the horror movies. I think that's, and the honesty is a huge thing. Every woman, Donnie, likes the honesty. And even if you did something the worst, you come and tell me, maybe we can figure it
Mm.
out. So, and I think that's where, you know, uh, the votes are coming from DPR. And I'm glad that two of them are friends, because I think that one who wouldn't kind of go into that blind, because he's more like, I call it a mama's boy and the boy with the mirror in his
Yeah.
hand, right? These two men are more kind of realistic, and also a little bit obsessed maybe with his appearance. And
You know what's funny? I think out of all three of them, I think in real life, Wonho might actually be the most humblest in his personality
true,
and the way he talks, like his real personality. But
true,
the way he
true.
presents himself is just,
You say,
it's just, yeah, it's a little much.
and that's his image,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, that's his image.
remember,
Yeah.
you talking about the boys band, is the same when we are talking about Backstreet Boys. We had
Hmm.
Nick, who was very innocent and flamboyant and a little boy, and then just a second, I think my speaker, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh, Danielle, you're muted now. I can't hear you.
okay, let me see it.
Oh,
Okay,
I can
better.
hear you
I
now.
think,
Yep.
yeah, I think it was just the mic, my microphone. Forgive me for that. So basically, when you take the Backstreet Boys, that's Maggie barking. So maybe she
Hmm.
got excited seeing all these men too. So when you
Yeah.
see, for example, Nick, he was that gentle young boy and whatever. And then you have, what was the name of the other one? I forgot,
Oh, I don't
something like that.
remember.
I
Yeah, I
forgot
don't
their name.
remember their names. Yeah.
But basically, he was the one with all the tattoos, so the female kind of like him because he was rough.
So
And then you
exciting,
have Brian, who's
mysterious.
coming
Yeah.
from the farm. He's like a farm good boy. So, and then you have Howie. He was like a Spanish boy that it's with the curly hair and the muscles. So women kind of all would kind of attract to all different things. But with these,
Yeah.
we can say, beautiful, talented young men that you represent to me. I think, first of all, they're all hot, wonderful gentlemen. But Jackson is the one who would win my points, and still it is, because it's just he has that complete package. And then when
Oh,
you
yeah.
say the females, the middle age will go, well, why always we have to get kids in front line? Maybe we can see something too.
Yeah.
There you go. You
All
never
right,
know.
folks. Yeah. It's been decided. Danielle's judgment has been passed. Jackson Wang is our winner. Sorry, Wonho and DPR Ian, but it has been decided. So yeah, I think we'll call it a day, Danielle. You've had a very long
Thank
day.
you.
This is your second
I
podcast
did.
in a row. So I
Yes.
will let you go, folks.
Thank you very
I hope you
much.
guys enjoyed the show. And if you have any of your opinions of which of the three you thought were the sexiest, please feel free to leave it in the comments. Tell me which of the three you thought was the sexiest and why. And do you agree with Danielle or do you have a different choice? Please share. We all like to express who we find is sexy. So of the three, Wonho, DPR Ian, or Jackson Wang, tell us in the comments which one do you think is sexy. All right, folks. I hope all the ladies
Thank you very
watching
much,
enjoyed
Tony,
tonight's
for having me.
show. Thanks for coming
Oh, I
on.
did.
And
I'm
we
gonna now relax. Relax,
yes.
have a cup of coffee, and I'll go on some of these videos to watch and enjoy my evening. There we go.
Oh, he's got some good ones. So, yep.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Uh-huh.
folks. You may or may not see this. There's a lot of copyrighted shit that was on this show tonight, so maybe I might not even be able to upload. But I'll save it nonetheless. All right, folks. Take care. Bye.
Good